Welcome to the men's Supa-Liga. Today we have the ECU Jets versus the West Coast Cobras. Cobras need to win this game to extend their lead at the top. Neck to neck with the Northern Hawks, but better goal difference as they are an attacking team. But a loss to the Jets today could mean they pop out of first place. Jets are impressive win last week against Phoenix Futsal. I think it was 2-1 there with, quite an aggressive game that one, but it meant for a great time. We have Rossi kicking us off now. We'll go through the team list from both teams. We have number 4, Adrian Rossi of Pizzotto, trying to get through. Rowson with a great tackle. Rossi with a good little touch there to take it away from Toth. So just continuing that lineup now, we had Ash Rowson, 23, Lewis Mills, number 9, Lucas Soares, 10, Blair Johnson, number 5, Kieran Anthony McQuillian, 15, and Kader Lawrence, number 6. For the Cobras, we have on the ball now Luke Ross, number 9, Jake Pizzotto, number 4, Halil Russo, 95, James Alderoyd, 36, Gregor Zerskis, 12, Michael Dudek in goals, number 28, Zachary Grouden, number 42, Liam Cummings, 21, and James Toth, number 2. Pizzotto with a shot, and Rowson gets in the way. Soares now picks it up. Looks to chip it over the top to Rowson, but it's hit the roof, so it'll be a side ball for the Cobras. Ross now looking to create a bit of space for himself. Resets it back to Pizzotto, to Cummings. Trying to take Rossi one-on-one, resets play, makes a run forward. Great ball now to Cummins, looking for options. Plays it back to Ross, takes it on his right foot. Plays a nice little 1-2, has a shot. Good save there by McQuillian. Nice little 1-2 play with Ross and Pizzotto, but it's a good save there from the goalkeeper. Rowson trying to find Soares there, decent idea. But Dudek now looking for options to Cummings. Soares gets a great touch to it. What can they do? Nice little double. Blair Johnson gets enough on that. It'll be a keeper's ball. Rowson looking for options ahead of him. Down the line trying to find Soares. You can see with those clap of the hands, he knew he should have done better with that ball. Rossi now with an option, has a shot, and wide. Good little attacking effort there from Adrian Rossi. Toth now to Ross. To Pizzotto. Trying to draw the ECU Jets in. Plays down the line, but Toth moved out of the space. McQuillian now, short pass to Soares. Over the top, trying to find Rowson. Good first touch. Tries to reset it back. What can you do? Tries to take it wide, but Cummins with a good touch. Came off Pizzotto and Cummings side ball for the Jets. Oh, tries to whip it in. Soares there. Soares was there. Dudek got a crucial touch that, otherwise it was fine in the back of the net. Rossi now with a shot, taking deflection. It will be a corner ball. Rossi now has a shot himself, taking a touch to do it. Dudek now running himself, has Johnson ahead of him. Johnson with a touch on it. Soares now, what can he do? His keeper's out. Not sure why they didn't go for a shot there. No one was defending the goal. Needs to be smarter play from the Jets. Toth playing back to Cummings. Looks like Cobras playing a little 4-0 there, but Cummings sets it back up to a 3-1. Trying to draw the Jets forward, great space in behind. Just like that. Nice little back heel there from Pizzotto, but Soares read it. Be a free kick there for the Jets. I think a bit of pooling there from the... Oh. Soares now to Rowson. What can he do? Rowson tries to get past one to 2v1. Pizzotto tried to play the pass to Ross, but wasted a golden opportunity there to bring it to 1-0. Over-top ball from Rouse to trying to find Soares. A bit too much on that one. Ross going down the line. Good ball from Pizarro. Smart from Lawrence to leave that one. McQuillan now with the ball. Looking for options ahead of him. Plays over the top, trying to find play. Cummings gets a little shoulder to that one. Loses play. Soares now to Lawrence. His first game in a while for Caelan Lawrence within the A's. Hopefully he can keep up to the pace. Good first time ball there, but Toth outstrength Soares. Goes down the line, keeps the ball. What can he do? Tries to slip it through to Ross, takes a crucial touch. Cummings now to Pizarro. Little parallel there from Ross, trying to find Pizarro. ECU with already one sub made. Cobras yet to make a sub. Ralston to find Lawrence, touch too heavy there. Reset to play with Ross. Pizarro now finding Cummings. What can he do? Plays it back to Pizarro, who found a lot of space. Rossi made up the space. Poor positioning from the Jets there to allow that pass to get through the middle. There we have it. Too much space for Cummings. All it was touch, turn, shot in the bottom corner. Poor defending from the Jets, but a good finish from the Cobras. I see there, left in ample amount of space. Good touch onto his left with a great finish. Jets reset now, down 1-0. Rossi now with the ball. Has Lawrence running, but resets play to Rowson. Rowson trying to find the run of Mills. Ross shooting that run back post. Russo now on the court. With Groudon as well. Oh, Russo with a little chip trying to catch out McQuillan. Pretty big corner ball. Oh, two dummies there for Dudek, who's rushing out. Plays it to Groudon, short. In that instance there, with no keeper, ECU do look to press to win that ball and tap it into an open net. Poor pass there from Lawrence. Groudon now with a good first touch. Good turn pass. Great turn and a shot past Lawrence. ECU need to be defending in front there, especially against the body of Zachary Groudon. Rowson trying to get past Russo. McQuillan over the top trying to find Mills. Mills tries to get his head to it. Not enough. 2-1 situation. Zachary Ground couldn't quite get his touch on that. Rowson now one-on-one. What can he do? James Alderoy does well to defend that. Johnson now to Mills. Mills to Rowson. Tries to slip it through. Russo wins. Poor pass there from Russo. Oh, Jota trying to find a run by Soares. Thumbs up there. Appreciates the effort. Over top trying to find Alderoy. Is a great body. Good little touch there from Johnson. Rowson trying to get past Alderoy. Soares does well. 2-1 situation. Tries to slip it through Rowson. Johnson now looking for an option. Tries to slip it through to Rowson. Mills with a shot. Takes it. Oh, initially thought took a touch off Zachary Groudon, who's left in tons of space there. ECU lucky they didn't get caught out with a long pass to Groudon. Soares needs to be defending in front. Russo with a good little touch there to get it past Soares. Now,
So far, a very good contest from both sides, and ECU Jets having a really good game last week and knocking out Phoenix Futsal WA from being able to make it into the top 4 in their finals. It was a fiery affair, and ECU Jets did everything that they could to win that game and certainly caused an upset of the league in the men's Supa-Liga. And coming from that, you can see the confidence that they have on the court today. Quite a few attacks on goal. We just saw a 2-against-1 in the ECU attack, but you can see them now defensively very sound, strong, dropping off and looking for those moments to press and win the ball. The West Coast Cobras very dominant this season. You've heard from Betim earlier in the stream that they are currently sitting top of the table and are looking to win the league. And this win here today will certainly get them in that position. They've got quite a few teams underneath them where it could still be anyone's trophy, I guess you could say. One of those being Northern Hawks, who have a match later on today. Their position on the table is currently second, and their opposition today will be against Condors. And Condors are sitting on the table in, I believe, we'll have to double check that one, but it could be another really good game tonight. It's now Oldroyd who plays Azurkis, who's on his left foot, plays across, and great chance created there from the Cobras. Azurkis getting his first moments. It's now Mills trying to thread that ball through. We've got a few new faces today. As mentioned, Caden Lawrence is back, and it might be something to do with the missing Josh Bennett, who received a red card last week in the game for the ECU. ECU Jets not conceding during that passage of play, being down a player for 2 minutes and actually scoring thereafter. Ball now resets with Dudek at the back. To Ross now, who's looking for options. Finds Pursudo. Back out to Oldroyd. That ball through from Azurkis. Cleared out by Johnson. Another shot from Azurkis. That one quite far off target. McQuillan sends the ball short for Johnson. A great intercept there from Ross for Oldroyd, who hits to his back foot though. Couldn't get around it like he would have wanted to. Lost his accuracy there. As Lawrence now wins possession for ECU, but quickly dispossessed by Azurkis, and it's Cobras again in possession. Good rotation and movement now. See Ross looking for his pivot. Ross takes on Rossi, and there's a back roll to Azurkis. Good ball movement now from the Cobras. Ross doing a lot of movement there, and Azurkis finds him. Some shot there from Ross. See that one quickly on the replay there. Great ball from Azurkis to find Ross on that run.
Got to agree with you there. Didn't think he was going to get any contact with that one, but it's hit the top corner post and crossbar, which, I mean, I know Luke Ross will be fuming about that. No Instagram post for him now. Again, most of the attacking prowess has come from the Cobras. Honestly, ECU Jets a bit fortunate to not be 2 or 3-0 down with some poor decision-making in defence. They've had an opportunity or two, but passes like that aren't going to cut it against the Cobras. Ozurskis now to Cummings. And looks like the Jets are struggling to cope with them having a pivot up top. Need to learn to defend in front because, I mean, as soon as that pivot gets that ball, the turning, they seem to be a lot stronger than the Jets. Again, the communication through the Jets needs to be a bit better now with their tracking of plays. The movement of the Cobras are sometimes, well, as we just saw with that pass there. Again, poor defending communication from the Jets, but again, another opportunity for the Cobras to score, but the pass wasn't quite on. Timeout called for the Cobras. We'll be back momentarily.
Having a look at the statistics here from the first passage of the first half, we have the ECU Jets currently sitting on 55 passes with a pass completion rate of 60% with 43% possession, compared to the West Coast Cobras, who have double the amount of passes on 104 and have a pass completion rate of 78% with possession of 56%. So West Coast Cobras certainly dominating here in the possession and have passed the ball +5 times over 10 times. So they're certainly dominant here. You can see that in the way that they're playing, and a lot of those passes have been in the second half of the court, in the attacking half. We do know that ECU Jets can get themselves back into a game with a quick transition, so it could be a very good last 5.5 minutes of the first half. That's a whistle blown by the referee. Be a sideline kick in for the Cobras, and Pseudo's taking that one now. Lawrence looking to press early there. Oldroyd plays Pseudo. Back to Cummins. Good rotation from Cummins there, and he stops in the middle of the court looking for the ball from Azurkis, but misplaced there, and you see the intercepts from Johnson. Lawrence now looks long, and you see the signature move of the ECU Jets, which is the long ball, and almost paid off there, finding the feet of Rolston. It's now Rossi with the shot wide. That's something that a signature move we call from ECU Jets is the long ball from the fixo.
Or the Ash Rowson, as they like to call it.
Yes, that's certainly the case. You usually see those balls from Ash Rolston. And on one occasion, I believe this season, he's actually scored from one deep in his own half in the D. Chance here from the Cobras. Great cutback pass there from Pseudo to find Cummins. It's Oldroyd now with the kick in. Cummins looking dangerous in front of goal today. Shade ball there hitting the onlooker, Jahel, in the grandstand.
We have Toth now with the ball to Pizzuto, making a run forward. Oldroyd now, what can he do? Trying to reset play, trying to, find a bit of pocket of space to cut through the ECU Jets defence. Toth's looking back post. Oldroyd with a shot. Toth was back there by himself. Was unfortunate not to get more on that, but it was a good save by McQuillian. Again, those movements in behind the ECU defence is just, the Jets aren't coping with it, not checking the shores, no communication, not too sure what's going on there. Those pocket of spaces like that. Great save there by McQuillian, but it's too easy for the Cobras to get the ball into the middle. Toth now looking for options. To Cummings. Takes on his right, has a shot into the hands of the keeper. Over top, trying to find Rowson. Dudek then sees it out. Michael Dudek hasn't played too many games in the Supa-Liga A. He's been busy with his council campaigns. Well, congratulations to him for obviously winning. We know he can do it all on the court and off the court. Pizzuto with too much space there to make that run. Even shouting that he wanted the ball, these ECU Jets were not following. Russo now. Looking to have a shot himself off Rossi.
It's good to see Halil Russo back on the court for the West Coast Cobras after a bit of a hiatus there. He's had a bit of a break from the sport, and we have seen him out there playing outdoor football recently, and a call up from John Goodlich today has got him in the side after Marco Florenka's injury today. And he certainly hasn't missed a beat since returning, and on the court today, he certainly has that speed injection that the West Coast Cobras need. Rowson with a misplaced pass. Plays for a spectator, Pancelli, who's arriving for his game. It's a long ball now. Cummins couldn't get the touch he wanted on that one. Rossi takes on Ross and has an off-target shot there. Dudek finds Cummins. To Toth. And it's Ross now. Back to Toth. Toth for Rousseau, but touch between his legs there. He's lost possession, and it's Rolson now. He gets the angle, but he couldn't execute the pass there. And a quick transition from the Cobras. Ross keeping possession well and getting a little frustrated with the passing of his teammates. Ross finds himself at the top of the court. Not usually where we find him. Usually that's stalwart defender in the back there. It's Toth now that finds himself there. An easy pickup shot from ECU, collected by Dudek. Sees Cummins now, engaging Lewis. Mills. Ross now. Cummins to Ross. Slow down here now. Last minute to go. Stop the clock. And it's Toth. Makes its way through the middle of the court and does very well to get that shot off. And there's seconds and thirds by Russo. We'll see a replay of that one shortly. Rolson looking long, and it's Ross with the shot and save again. Good save from the keeper. Again, Cobras looking to double their lead. Russo just can't get what he wants on that one. 22 seconds remaining. Both sides really pushing for a goal. That one's gone out over the back line. Put back into play. Rolson looking for options and plays across for Johnson. ECU Jets attack forward. And that is the whistle there from the referees. We'll quickly watch back that replay of the 3 chances created by the West Coast Cobras in that final passage of play. When they caught the end part of that one. Very close there to doubling their lead. Just have a look at some of the statistics. West Coast Cobras still quite far ahead in their attempted passes at 200 compared to 129 for ECU Jets. Completed passes for the Cobras, 151 compared to 76. And the passing percentage also very high for the West Coast Cobras compared to ECU Jets on 76 compared to 59. Let's have a look at the total shots today. West Coast Cobras have been very busy shooting with 20 shots and 14 of those on target compared to ECU Jets, who have had 6 shots with only 1 of those on target. Both teams having a quite intense team talk. Having a listen to John Goodlich at the moment for the West Coast Cobras, talking about how they can be more effective in their attacking possession and some more off-ball movements from flankers. All right, bit different message from ECU Jets. Defensive movements and tracking of players. Daniel Bergvis leading that conversation with the boys. And that's the end of the halftime.
Kick off now, and listen to both team talks there. 2 very different team talks. Again, ECU Jets want to get something out of this game, so they're going to have to look to press at times. Again, although the movements of the Cobras have been quite well. Cobras going to Zach ground onto the left foot. Back post. And Soares looks to press. Oh! That touch by ground, I'm not sure if it was intentional, but it's duped Soares. Good strength there by Ross. Ross with a shot and touch. Another save by McQuillian. So far, he's been my man of the match. Great ball there from Suarez, trying to find the run of Mills, but due to put himself in the right position. Alderweireld with great strength. Suarez doing all he can to delay. Couldn't get past one of the shot, and it's a goal. Suarez did all the right things until he dove in there, which gave Alderweireld the space to shoot. From that distance, he's not missing. 2-0 to the Cobras. Dudek wanting the assist for that one. Telling Goodlich to write that one down. ECU now need to be a bit more attacking. The more defensive they are, the more opportunities Cobras will get. We're also looking for options in front of him. No movements ahead. Over the top, trying to find Johnson, but Alderweireld is a tall man. Pizzotto with great movement to get past Mills. Little back roll from Grouden. Had enough pressure on Rowson to see that ball out. Grouden looking to get in front of Johnson. Pizzotto trying to play the ball across the Ross. Mills with a interception. Great touch by Grouden. Oh, and that shot, you can see by the hands on the face, he knew he should have done better with that one. Poor touch there by Suarez. Alderweireld after 1-2 play. Suarez as well to get back. Johnson now with the ball. Oh, nearly stuffed Rowson up with that there. Poor touch by Rowson. Alderweireld with a nice little flick around, but Johnson did what he could. Rowson now looking for options to Johnson. What can he do? His first touch was too hard, and he let Ross get a touch there. Dudek now looking for options ahead of him. Plays it to Ross. Has Pizzuto on Alderweireld running. Nice little check run from Pizzuto to go into a bit of space. Grouden now. Over top. Good ball to Pizzuto. First time shot. Looked like it was going out, but McQuillian wanted to be sure how to touch on that one. Tries to play through to Ross, who's free with a shot. Has a shot, and it's a goal. Think it took a deflection off Mills. He won't be happy with that one, but nonetheless, too much space for Ross. You see their ball there, Ross with too much time. I think it took a deflection off Mills, which is very unfortunate for the Jets. 3-0 now to the Cobras. Again, not too sure. The spatial awareness of the Jets right now isn't the greatest. There's always a player free. Not sure whether it's miscommunications or lack of environmental awareness, but Ross should not be having the time and space there. Bit of possession being kept now by the Cobras. Nice little back roll from Ross. Good idea from Pizzotto. Ross was not happy with the quality of that pass. Side ball now. Pizzotto looking to press. Forces Suarez out. Just not able to, deal with the pressure being set by the Cobras. Alderweireld now looking to have a shot. Back roll to Pizzotto. Bit of misdirection there from the Cobras. Working a bit of space. Zerskas now. Ross now, don't want to give him that space to have that shot. Too much space now. What can he do? Reset set. Try and draw out the Jets. He's trying to make the Jets move, hopefully to force him out of possession. Alderweireld now to his right, has a shot, and Lawrence gets in the way. Ross now with a shot. Too good a deflection off McQuillan with a great save there. Looked like it was destined for the top corner. Well, at least from my angle. Ozurskis with a shot. Great left foot there. Alderoyd, not enough time to react to that one. Try to get something on it. McQuillan looking for options as Rossi has Rowson making a run down the line, but Russo promptly pressed. Needs to be more movements from the Jets now. Lawrence going to be lucky with that one. Soares with a bit of a meg on Alderoyd, but the double team there seems too much. Russo with great pressure there to win the ball back for his team. Zersk gets the shot. McQuillan doing his best Michael Dudek impression, trying to roll out, but that pass there. So get intercepted. Again there, Jets cannot handle the pressure set by the Cobras. Taking too long to make the passes and react. The space getting closed down instantaneously. Alderoyd too much space, let that roll past him, and oh. Again, poor defending there. He had the option of Ozurskis to his right. Let it run through his body. Good little finish there, but unfortunately, not enough space. We send it back to Dudek. What can you look for options? Rowson needs to try and close off an angle. Good pressure there, try and win that ball. Tries to get past one. Cummings with great strength there to hold it up. Rowson not looking to foul there. Tries to hit it into Rowson, but picks up McQuillan. Rowson looking to pick it up. Plays it to Lawrence. What can he do? Tries to slip it through to Rossi. Rowson with a shot. Not his most signature one. Oh, Johnson with a decent effort. Just had to keep it on target. Rowson picks that loose ball up. What can you do? Wanting to play Rossi, but not enough movement from the Jets. Russo, great speed there, wins it past. Toth now has option of Russo, but Johnson gets to the way. Toth to Russo. Russo with a left-footed shot, and it is wide. I don't know if you can see on the call right now, but there's 3 pairs of Lunagatos on the field, all pink ones. I think it's a new in-trend boot right now. Tried a pair myself the other week. I do recommend. And I'm a hard person to buy for when it comes to shoes. I'm usually a Nike Mercurial or nothing kind of man, but I don't mind the Lunagatos.
Is your birthday coming up, Tim?
My birthday was last month, so if anyone wants to buy me a late birthday present, I do accept them.
Well, you might have been giving out a late birthday present shout. But back to the game here. We've got ECU Jets currently in possession. Johnson plays out for Rolson. Fun space down the line for Rossi, but Toth's there. The deflection falling in the favour there for the run of Rolson. And it's Dudek. Puts the ball back into play quickly. A 2v1, but Rossi has a clean, good tackle on this side. It's Pseudo back on the court now. Cummings on the ball. For Toth. Back to Pseudo. Pseudo looks to shoot here and sends a keeper into a save. Quillian being very busy this game, as we heard from the statistics, having to face 20 shots and 14 of those on target from the Cobras in the first half. Cummings for Toth. Toth doing very well to get himself through defence there. He also showed us that in the first half where he dribbled through 2 players and tried to get a shot off as well. It's Cummings now. He shoots. McQuillan with the save. Plays short now. Rolson, long ball. Can't get it past the defensive Cummins. But Mills looks to press early. Cummins gets the ball past him well, but sees the ball out of play. Mills sends the ball back into play, and we see ECU Jets opting to play fly keeper now. McQuillan moving around, unsure of his positioning there. It's Rawson now, the shot across goal for a back post run there of Mills, who you wouldn't believe it has hit the side of the goal at point blank range. Long throw, Rawson's there. Now Toth receives the ball, Cobras, and he shoots. McQuillan's save, sending it back into the feet there of Toth, but he's quick enough to come and clear it out again. Mills a bit disappointed with that one. And again, he's just been beaten down the sideline there from Cummins. And it's now Groudon who's back on the court for the Cobras. And ball's hit the ceiling. But we've seen from Groudon in previous matches is he's got a killer shot. It's not something that I certainly would want to face in goals. I've seen him turn point blank and shoot something horrendous. It's Toth now with the sideline kick in for the Cobras, and back on to Pseudo. Runs a good screen for the ball carrier there in Cummings. Good combination play between the two players there, Pseudo and Cummings, and here we see it again with a ball through for him. Cummings now approaches forward, takes on his player and looks to shoot. Well blocked there. And ECU Jets look to try and play fifth man, but Rawson does not see that and kicks the ball to the Cobras. It's not what Bergvist, the coach from ECU Jets, is communicating. Quillen there with another amazing save. See a replay of that one.
Ross now on his favourite right foot with his Luna Garter I spoke about. Not too sure why McQuillan doesn't opt to have a shot himself. Michael Dudek does push himself quite high on the field. There's been about 2 to 3 chances there where McQuillan could have had a shot himself. Not too sure why. It's definitely something that he's be confident in. 2 opportunities, 3 straight shots, back in the game. I don't know if I was in goals, I'd be scoring all 3. Great tackle there by Mills. Forgot his name.
You can see that the ECU Jets are trying to play fifth man, but the communication is not there between the players. And now, again, keepers come forward, but will we see them get into position for it? The referee is signalling that it is a Cobras ball, so no. We're undecisive on whether that should have been, but it's back into play now. So the 2 times we've seen the keeper come out, we've seen Ash Rolson kick the ball long. I'm wondering if timeout is in order. Have they taken a timeout yet? Not ECU Jets. It may be on the cards for Daniel Bovis to be able to talk to his team about how to play the fly keeper at the moment. And that is a timeout called by the ECU Jets. And I'm assuming that that team talk will be solely about how to play fly keeper, my assumption.
Just try and listen into the ECU Jets team talk. Although the voice of John Gulich is overpowering me right now. Not too sure there's any talks of fly keeper for the Jets, but it's something they definitely need to try. Yeah. Easy. From what I gathered, I think the fly keeper will occur from the ECU Jets. Again, fly keeper, if done well, can bring you back into games. 3-4-0 down. Can easily help out a game, but if done incorrectly, can lead to more goals scored. There needs to be better passing like that. Ross now looking for options over the top, trying to find ground to bring it down. Johnson lost it, another shot, and a great save there by McQuillan. Over top to Alderroyd. Good first touch. What can he do? Plays it to Pizzotto. Down the line to Groudon. Tries to take it. Has a shot. Now it's a 2v2 situation. Soares now plays it to Johnson. Back to Soares. Has a shot, and it's a great save there by Dudek. And it's a goal from the ECU Jets. One's coming back. Just under 5 minutes left of the game. Let's hope the replay caught that one. Just called the end of that one. Finished shot by Soares. Was met by a great save by Dudek, but fortunately the follow-up landed in the feet of Johnson, who from that distance did the right thing and put it away. 3-1 now. Let's see if there's any change of tempo from the Jets. Let's see if they continue their fly keeper. Hopes. Perfect time to do it now. McQuillan bringing it slowly up, but not too sure if the fly keeper will occur. Took a deflection there, and it will be a corner ball. McQuillan now up into the attacking half, so the shouts fly keeper will occur. Although, no need for the shot from Rossi there, as it defeats the point of the fly keeper. Ozurskis now by himself. Soares lucky to meet that one there. What can Johnson do? Getting doubled there by Ozurskis. Through the legs of Ozurskis, did well to win that ball back. Mills, bit slow with the pass there. Has a McQuillan now, first touch attacking half. Mills not sure what he's trying to do there, turned with a blind eye. Could have played back to McQuillan to then switch play. Needs to be better awareness there from Mills. Soares now looking to attack himself. Screen there from Mills. And it'll be a timeout from Gulich. Not happy with what he's seen so far. So it's kind of time to try calm things down. 3 minutes left, 3 minutes, 8 seconds left in the game. Daniel Bergvest now telling him to calm down, to actually play the fly keeper, to not just, not just give away the ball. Team talk from Gulich. Some of the boys have dropped off just a little bit, let those attacking chances happen, that it wants to be cut out now. They want to soak up the pressure from the fly keeper, win the ball, and put it into an empty net. Well, from the words of Gulich. Bergvik just giving them a bit more structure towards the fly keeper by telling him to calm down on the ball, to play a few passes and create some space rather than one pass shot. Because then he catches the quick keeper out. Alderroyd now with great strength on Rossi. Mills trying to get through. Soares now looking to attack. At Russo with a foul on Russo. Fly keeper now occurring for the Jets. What can they do? Poor effort there. Not too sure why they played the way. Dudek with a shot. Oh, McQuillan catching that one there. Lewis turning into the unknown. Needs to hold up that play. Check his shot before it comes. Or as I said there, wait for support. Ross is very good defensively, so a quick turn's not going to catch him out. Ross getting past Mills, who's dove in there. Alderroyd now on his right foot. What can he do? Could have gone for the shot. Play to Russo. Nice little 1-2 play. Rossi gets in the way. Rossi trying to find Mills. Mills playing the ball, trying to find Soares, but Rossi did well to recover. Ross looking for options. Plays it nice simple to Cummings. Cummings now, they're just keeping possession now, trying to draw out the ECU Jets as they know the Jets need to ball press. Ooh, poor pass there. Jets ball, 53 seconds left. Keeper is out. Lawrence now on. Let's see if the Jets can, string a few passes together. Lawrence now trying to slip it through to McQuillian, but it'll be a corner ball. Lawrence to take. Tarossi's looking to have a shot, and it's a goal. Here's the shoulder of Dudek and gone in. Goals from the most unlikely effort. We see there, too much space set for the Cobras. Easy shot for Rossi, and a fortunate save for Dudek. Pressure now from the Jets. They know they need one more to at least get a point out of this game. 30 seconds left. Jets need to press and hope. Oh, Lawrence, they're not too sure what he's trying to do. Great tackle there from McQuillian. What can he do? Gets past one onto his left foot. Sends it through. Oh, nearly had a shot of his own. Dudek, Cobras now trying to play it to Russo. Trying to slip it through first time. 15 seconds left. Rossi just needs to calm down, let his team organise. It is stop clock. McQuillian now with the ball. Taking a touch off. Ross, 7 seconds left. Whether Ross with a shot, has a shot. Oh, into the hands of Dudek. Looks to have a shot himself. And just wide. And that sees the game out. 3-2 to the West Coast Cobras. If the Jets played with that intensity the entire game, maybe they could have got more out of it. 3-2 lead from the league leaders. 3-2 against the league leaders isn't the worst result out. We'll go through the stats in just a moment. Going through the stats now for the ECU Jets, it's 283 attempted passes with 172 completed with a passing percentage of 61. Managed to string one pass together. For the Cobras, there was 374 attempted passes with 267 completed with a passing percentage of 71. Pass average of 11% for pass string percentage of 11 average and 7.5 for Cobras. Possession going in the way to the Cobras is 57.3% to the Jets 42.7%. Total shots now. Total shots for the Jets 14, 5 on target, 2 goals. Total shots for the Cobras 43, 26 on target with 3 goals. Thank you for joining us and stay tuned shortly for the next game will be the Perth Pumas versus Phoenix Futsal.